Thank you for the nice introduction, Lena-Marie. Let's see if I can just share my slides here. Well, thank you very much for inviting me to talk about how we can extend lifespan of textile products. As Lena-Marie said, I will talk about a project which is ongoing. So we will not have the final results, but I will share where we are right now. But before we go into the project, I was going to talk a bit about myself, but I already got a really good introduction, so I don't think I need to say much more than that I started at Science Park Borås 2018 as a project manager, and as Lena-Marie said, it's mainly textile projects with the focus on green transition for the industry. And the Science Park, maybe some of you know, but we are situated in Borås, which has a long legacy of textile and textile production. And we are all gathered in the House Textile Fashion Center, where the academia, as the Swedish School of Textiles, which is a part of the University of Borås, meets with market facilitators, the incubators, financiers, and institutes. And Science Park, besides from having the office space, we have also our DoTech Center, which is our innovation area where we meet companies, decision makers, and other partners, and we arrange everything from events, workshops to prototyping. And we also have our smart textile showroom where we show our prototypes that were made during the years in different projects that we have participated in. As I said, the focus is on textiles and the green transition. And as all of you probably know, the global fiber production has increased a lot since the 70s. And we need to transfer away from virgin fibers and decrease the use of textiles in general. And every one of you is probably also aware of what happens with our textile waste. It's even visible from space now. So there are some issues to handle within the textile industry. And I don't know the situations in the countries that you're from, but in the current status in the textile collection in Sweden is that, like the rest of Europe, we started with a separate collection of textiles, 1st of January 2025. And here we had lots of interest from media and consumers, which has led to that all the collectors report on a large increase of inflow. We have no EPR in place, and there is almost no market for post-consumer textiles in Europe. So it has been quite a chaotic summer. And of course, we need to handle the immediate problems and sort them out, but we prefer to see it not as a problem, more as a resource that we need to learn how to take care of. And the project that is ongoing and where I lead one of the work packages is the system demonstrator for a sustainable and circular textile system. In this project, we gather a lot of different actors, everything from municipalities and other organizations that collect textiles as non-profit organizations, as Björk och Frihet. And we also include research institutes and academia. We have recyclers as Södra, and we also have the brands. And the project is divided into different work packages. And I lead the work package 3, which is Design and Reprocess Hub. The partners in that work package is mainly the brands. We have Lindex, Kappa, Gina Tricot, Eton, and Nudie Jeans. And the long-term effect that we want to achieve from this work package is in the increased lifespan of textile products and reduced use of virgin material, of course, reduced use of energy and water resources and other resources. The focus is on circular business cases, which increase the lifespan of textile products. And we also want to increase the knowledge about circular design principles. When we started, we discussed how brands can support the circular textile system. And of course, they can work with reducing the amount of waste in the system by designing for a long lifespan and also avoiding overproduction, offer take-backs and second-hand sales. They can also work with the reuse area and they can work with repairs and reconditioning. And based on these discussions, the brands choose one circular case each. And this Gina Tricot, they felt that they had done several smaller pilots in this area and wanted to focus on the big volumes and focus on circular design from start. And have started up internal projects around this. Lindex wanted to focus on take back from customers on their children wear and to work with reconditioning and sales. Nudie, systematic and profitable restoration of alternative product groups. In this case, this means other product groups than jeans where they already have a working system. And Kappa also wanted to explore reconditioning methods, but they wanted to test to take material flow from central textile collection. Eton were more into work package 4, which look into the digital passports. But after seeing the results, they also started up a circular case regarding reconditioning of products from central textile collection. And as a common thing between these cases was the reconditioning parts. We decided to put a lot of focus and effort in this area. And for that, we needed to have material. So the first step was to sort out material for initial tests. And we used export fraction from Björk och Frihet, which is non-profit organization, and export fraction means that they've already taken out the garments that they can sell in their own stores, and then they have prepared it for reuse and recycle, which means that they've taken away the destroyed textiles and everything that's not textile, which is left into the collection. The volume that we sorted was 5,000 kilos, and brands like Lindex, Kappa, and Gina was approximately 2% each of the sorted material. Nudie and Eton much less. Probably they were already taken out for the stores of Björk och Frihet. So that means that 1,000 kilos is approximately 20 kilos of Kappahl material or Lindex or Gina Tricot. The next step that was that we sorted the selected material in condition level and defect type. We decided to use the scale from another ongoing project, which is CISOTAC. We simplified it a bit, so we sorted the textiles into 3 different piles. The low and very low went into the pile which we thought cannot be fixed, and then medium and high into the pile which can be repaired or reconditioned, and then premium where no action were required. I will also say that we did take some of the low according to the CISOTAC scale. We decided to also have the dirty and the garments with stains or just missing buttons. We also sorted out. And this is some statistics from the sorting. If you look at the first one, you see the condition level, and this is representing Lindex, Kappahl, and Gina Tricot. When we sorted it into the 3 piles, we found that 37% was premium. We needed no action, so the quality in this export fraction was pretty good. 42% was medium and high, the ones that we think that we might be able to recondition or repair, and 21% was very low or low. And if we look into the defect type, faded and discolored was 10%, dirty and stain as much as 38%, pilling 26%, and then worn print or reflexes were 4%, trim missing or broke 6%, and holes 16%. So we decided to focus on the 3 top areas which we thought could be reconditioned by different treatments. And what we used was coloring, bleach, and biowash. And I will go into some results and show you some pictures on before the treatment and after. We start off with a heavily soiled shirt from Eton. It had heavily stains under arms from perspiration and deodorant, and also heavily stained on the collar. We used bleach and in 60 degrees, plus we added an optical brightener to make the white stripes pop on the garment. And as you can see, we got a really good result. Eton estimates that this shirt is probably 15 years, but it looks like a shirt that could be in my husband's wardrobe. It's really nice after the treatment. We also tried on other materials. This is a dress in polyester, quite sheer material, and it had also stains on the front and under arms. And also here we got a good result. But we didn't only try white garments, we also tried colored garments, and it works really good. We keep the colors, but remove the stains. Here's an example of children's jeans, which also had a bleach in 60 degrees. We also tried a heavily soiled children's jacket with good results, also bleach 60 degrees. And for these kind of products where you have had, this shirt has been in a shop window and got exposed to the sun. And in this case, we recolored the garments with a good result. what you need to be aware of if you color it is if there is different materials mixed in the product. In this case, we got a good result where the embroidery on the back is kept in the previous color. That's because it's another material than the rest of the jacket. But sometimes you maybe get a different result, a result that you don't want. If maybe the seams are in polyester and the garment is in cotton, then the seams will be very visual. Sometimes it's good and sometimes it's not. So you have to consider that when you decide to color. Last, I will show you biowash, which is an enzyme treatment that sort of takes away the loose fibers on the top of the garment and makes the colors more viable and also the prints more viable. So it gets more of a new surface to the garment. I understand it might be difficult to see on these pictures, but if you see it in real life, it's quite a difference. So, key findings. Bleach processes, good result on most of the tested material qualities. It's mainly if the garment can't take 60 degrees, then it's not a good process. But otherwise, we see good material on the tested material qualities. Optical brightener, a good results on white cotton products. Biowash, also good products on cotton, good results on cotton products. It has to be a minimum of 70% cotton in the test that we have done. And coloring, we have only tested on cotton products. And I forgot to say that we work together with a local dyeing company that garment dyes products. And we have, I will not be able to go into the chemicals and the recipes, but we've only used chemicals with no long-term effect on the environment. But we have also started up LCA on these treatments, and in that we will also evaluate the chemicals used. And all the brands involved in the project are interested to continue to investigate this, even though the key challenge is, of course, profitability. I think the processes are scalable, but what needs to be really efficient and worked more on is the sorting and also the requirements on the end results. We need to be very efficient and reduce handling of garments. And also possibilities to reconditioning should be considered already in this design process to make the results as good as possible. One example is avoid mixing material qualities. And as I said, then key to a profitable business case is that you have a really clear sorting specification. What kind of product groups are you interested in? What kind of treatments do you want to use, etc. But if you have the clear sorting specification, then we can also investigate what tools we can use to improve the efficiency in the sorting. And also then the clear requirements on the end results. It's possible to combine different treatments and skip inspection steps on the time if you know what the expectation on the end result is. So it's also possible to make this process more efficient. And the next step together with brands is that we will do continued tests. We now have a more specific sorting specification, and we have also received more of their expectations on the end results. Of course, the brands will also sell the reconditioned products, and we will, based on that, evaluate the business case. And as I said, we will continue to finalize the LCA study on the treatments. And by that, I thank you for listening, and thank you once again for inviting me.
Yeah, thank you very much, Annette. It's really, really interesting to hear you talk about this, and it's really nice to see those brave companies and brands who dare to test and be a little bit out of their comfort zone. So really, really nice to hear. There is no questions in the Q&A as far as I can see, but I know that we have an exhibition here in-house, and there has been other companies seeing the exhibition and so. Can you tell us something about how they react?
Well, so far we had only good reactions, and there are several companies that actually have been in contact with the partner that we have had doing these tests, and they want to test themselves as well and see what they can achieve to support their take-back system and to get reconditioned products out on the market.
Mm-hmm. With an upcoming extended producer responsibility, do you see this as an way for the companies to handle and find new ways of do business?
Yes, I think so, and I guess that's why the brands are so interested to participate in this as well, because this could be a way to both support take-back system, but also if you have returns or garments, sort of dead stock garments, this is a possibility to also, if you want to use coloring, to change the design of products which you can't get sold. This is a way forward.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you have to be up and running. Yes, and I can see that we have a question here in the Q&A, and that is Maria José from Portuguese Textile Cluster. Do you have any difficulties in identifying the fiber used in the clothing? And if yes, how do you overcome it?
Actually, we've tried to use a handheld NIR scanner to divide the products into groups to make the reconditioning more efficient, and that worked out fine. I think we only had maybe 3 garments that it didn't take, and there we were able to guess and get a good result anyhow.
Yeah, knowledge is good.
Yeah, but we're as I said, we're still investigating what are the best tools to use to get an efficient sorting process, and how do we sort the garments in the best way to get an efficient treatment plan, because you could combine bleach and then an enzyme treatment without drying the cloth in between. So that would be more efficient if you know that you need both treatments on the garments. So ongoing project, but the results are very promising so far.
Yep. A comment here from Maria José is that the cost of the treatments performed could be a challenge to the price of a garment second-hand market comparing with a new garment.
Yeah, that's why you need to be quite sure of what the specification, what kind of garments should we focus on. Maybe not the cheapest garments, but as I see, for example, Eton shirts, of course, but also for Lindex, Gina, and Kappahl, they see that it is possible for some of their garments to go through this process. And I think the key is to get an efficient sorting. It's not the cost of the treatments, it's more the cost of the sorting of the material and handling of the material, I would say.
Yep, and about that, we have another question here from Enrico Venturini, NTT. He is wondering, which technology did you use for sorting? Was it a manual or an automatic?
The sorting was manual, but we used a near scanner just in the second part, just to find out the material content.
Yep, and Petra Dukova from Clutex is wondering, what about the rest of the textile which you do not treat? Do you have any thing to say about that?
We have also investigated repairs on the products which had holes or missing trims. So there is possibilities, but as there are so many different defects, it's more difficult to make the repairs optimized or optimized. So it's more handling, but I'm sure if you look into it, you could find some of them more affordable than others.
Yep. So I have one more question here from Silva, who wants to know about the bleaching of the clothes. It is expected to be at an NA industrial scale, or be done at home. And what about the accessories?
No, I don't think that we will recommend having this done at home. As I said, we've worked with a local company which works with coloring and has a lot of knowledge and fulfill all the requirements for a dyeing company. So this will be on an industrial scale.
Yeah, that sounds really wise. So I cannot see any more questions. So someone from Syntex, could you imagine to transfer? I don't quite get that. I think we have to, could you imagine to transfer your development into industrial level?
I think we will think that's more up to the partner that we have worked with. I know that they are looking into scaling this up and to broaden their business in this area. So I think that's more in their hands.
Good, interesting. Yeah, really nice to hear. And if there aren't no more questions, I think we are just a few minutes before we say we should end, and I think that everyone is happy with that. So a very warm thank you to you, Annette, and a warm thank you to all who has been listening. And remember that the 25th of September, there will be the next webinar from TEX-BREIN. So thank you very much for today, and have a nice day.
Thank you.